Hi guys, this is Amirtha, and today I'm going to go over Checkpoint 4 Area Mode gameplay. This involves implementing the Area Game class, a subclass that inherits from the Abstract class game. Area Game is how we control the logic for all of the games that are multiplayer in Area Mode. So for Area Game, we have a constructor, and this constructor is given a JSON object called full state. So here is an example of full state. There are multiple different things to point out. For example, we're given the latitude and longitudinal boundaries of the map, as well as the cell size. We have a JSON array called players, and each player has an email, the team that they're on, and the cells that they've captured. Our current user should also be in this JSON array. We have another JSON array called cells. This holds all of the cells that have already been captured. So we need to update our map with all of these captured cells using this array. So right now, our grid is empty. All of the cells currently are the color purple, which is observer ID. This means that they haven't been captured. So the first thing we need to do is render the grid. The next thing we need to do is update the user's path. So given our player and their email, we find the player in our full state, and we want to mark every cell that they've captured on our grid. We want to do the same thing with the other teams as well. This way, when we're trying to capture cells later on, we want to make sure we're capturing cells that haven't already been captured. The next function to write is location updated. So this is really similar to area mode gameplay from Checkpoint 2. Basically, we are given a cell and we want to see if we violate the snake rule by capturing it. So using those x and y coordinates from the lat long, we try to capture the cell. If we are able to capture the cell, then we want to update the user's path. So however we're keeping track of the grid, we want to mark that cell with our team color. And we also want to send a cell capture message. So this involves writing a JSON object and sending it back to the server. It has to follow this exact format. So the type has to be cell capture. We also want to store the x and y coordinates of the cell that we just captured. The last function, second to last function to write is called handle message. This is our way of receiving messages from the server and updating our own grid so that we are up to date with the game. So the abstract class game also handles messages, but if the message is not handled by the superclass, we have to update we have to handle the message ourselves in area game. So the message must be of type player cell capture in order to update our grid. We have an example of player cell capture here. So in this example, someone with the email late@example.com on team 3 captured cell 3,0. So I didn't really follow the exact example on the grid, but this cell before was purple. Let's say green team captured it. Then we want to mark this cell as a color green. If the message is of another type or is invalid, then we don't want to update our grid. Finally, we have a function called getTeamScore. So this function should return the number of cells captured by any of the teams, given the team ID. So if we're given the team ID for blue, getTeamScore should return 6, as we have captured 6 cells. Red team has score 5, yellow team has 3 captured cells, and there are 6 uncaptured cells. And we know these are uncaptured because they are purple. That's the last function to write for area game. So this sums up implementing the area game class. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to post on the help group, and best of luck with Checkpoint 4.